Hello, anyone, everyone, and no one, and welcome back to another episode of Breaking Bedrock. Today is episode 7, and I'm pretty sure it's episode 7 because I know I messed up the last episode calling it uh, episode 5 again. Or was it 6? No, I'm pretty sure it was 5. But that's not important. So, what is going on? How are you all doing today? Well, I'll tell you right now, I'm doing pretty good. Just spent the last couple hours here mining up some sand and getting some sandstone, and we got the inventory lag of doom right now because we have quite a few shulker boxes full of items in our inventory, which for Bedrock seems to lag everything up to death. So, what are we doing? Well, wow, that is some serious lag. As you can see, I'm starting to clear out an area here. I'm eventually planning to carpet bomb this area, and that may be coming up here pretty soon. I am going to clear out all the sand from here, probably grab up most of the sandstone, do a little bit of mining underneath, get the valuable resources out, and then we're probably going to carpet bomb this area because I'm really thinking I want to build my crazy, stupid iron golem farm. Yep, yep, 16 iron golem farms. I think we're going to do that coming up here soon. But that is not what we're doing today. What we are doing today is we are gathering up sand, and because I need a lot of glass for today's episode. So, what are we going to be doing that's requiring a lot of glass? Well, I'm tired of having no good form of XP. So today, I'm pretty sure that we are going to build a guardian farm. I think we're going to take this guardian farm right over here, and we are going to turn it into a source of XP for all of us. Hey, hey, can you stop with the digging pro right now, please? Please, Daddy's trying to record a video. Gotta love the dogs. Gotta love the dogs. They are always just trying to interrupt my recording. But I'm not even gonna worry about it. That's part of life. That's how it goes. Things happen. I have animals, and if people, don't like it, I apologize. But life isn't perfect. So, oh my goodness, this is killing me here. All right, give me a minute to get some of this smelted down and get my inventory cleaned out, and we will continue here. I started smelting all this down, and I had to end up building a secondary smelter here because that thing just couldn't keep up. But that's not even the main issue here. This thing has completely run out of fuel already. So, yeah, it uses a lot more than I originally anticipated it would use. That being said, that's going to lead to some problems. This thing is just not going to be very viable at all. With this thing running out of fuel on just that, I was able to smelt down, let's see, 1, 2, 3, did we get 4? No, we got almost 4 shulker boxes of glass, including using this over here, using coal. Now this is nothing complicated, it's just, yep, as you can see, just bouncing back and forth. That's all it's doing, just getting that all situated out. But the more I think about this, as I was sitting here smelting this down because it was taking forever, I'm starting to have second thoughts about what I want to do. Here, let me jump over here to the monument and I'll show you. Farm. I jumped back out to put on a plug-in to actually see. If you look around right now, we can see the chunk borders right now. That's a plug-in you can download for Bedrock Edition, and it works really good. Okay, but I'm questioning my sanity at this very moment. Okay, if we take a look here, you see the red and the blue are the edges of a chunk, okay? So right here is my centralized chunk of the ocean monument. Now, a player loads 4 chunks around them, including the chunk that they're in. Alright, so if we think this is chunk 0, we get chunk 1, chunk 2, 3, and then 4, all the way out there. And with that, we could... Oh my god, I can't even believe I'm going to say this. We could remove all this ocean around here and use all of this instead of taking the desert area over there and turning it into a separate iron farm. Sorry, losing it here. We could put the iron farms in this ticking area with the guardian farm, and it could serve as 2 things at once. Now, where I was questioning my sanity was I done smelted down a ton of my sand into glass, which means I'm gonna have to go back and get more sand, and like all my shovels are broke at the moment. I may have to do some trading to get some more repairs on my shovels and then actually go acquire more sand, because I'm really considering just going insane with it and taking it all out at once. I mean, I could do just the guardian farm today and then clear that out later, but I am really debating if I'm gonna do it, just do it all at once. And you know what? I think I'm just about crazy enough to do it. I've built like 10 ocean monuments before, or guardian farms. Yeah, yeah, we're gonna go insane. Yep, I'm gonna go get some sand and I'll be right back. Alright, we went and got a bunch more sand. We ended up getting a total of 19 shulker boxes, and this is all that's currently left at the moment. Now, of course, I think, yeah, right there, some random sandstone involved in there, but it's not bad. But what have we done? Well, I started filling in the monument, and I got my secondary account and had it up here, recording it for a time lapse, but I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. But I figured before I just did a smash cut all the way to the finished product, we ought to do a little bit of an update here. So if I'm going to do an update, I need, yes, sponges. Because that is currently where I am at with this project. So if I fly over here, and hopefully my frame rate doesn't drop down through the floor, which it very well may, and it did drop there for a minute. Let's give it a moment to recover here. But I did find out one thing that was killing my frame rate was the kelp. Man, the kelp down there was just butchering it. So I've went around and I've removed quite a bit of the kelp. But as you can see here, I've done started sand dropping on the monument here, and I've pretty much got the whole thing dropped in already. Now I know somebody's gonna be like, but Slack, you don't have to do that. I know. Silent's got one, Foxy's got one, tutorials on these, and you only have to take out like 3 or 4 levels. But I want to take the whole thing out because what I want to do, you know, yeah, what I want to do, goodness gracious, it's going to be another one of those dangerous things with me playing with the nether. Yeah, if you've seen, I think it was episode 3, you've seen that ended badly for me. But where I'm at now, as you can see, I'm at the stage where it's time to start draining the monument here. But what I want to do, I want to get this drained, and I actually want to get the monument tore out. And I want to go with a kind of a dual system. You know, I want the classic, oh, I can just come up here and send mobs into the nether. Because that's the main thing that I want here. I want it for the experience. But I also want a secondary system. Again, me first, primary, secondary systems. I can't never choose just one way to do things. And I have some ideas on how I want to build it, but honestly, till I get to that point, there's not much I can do. So, you know, I figured we'd do a little update. We got the sand beacon there because when I was losing frame rate like crazy, I was trying to figure out what was causing it. That being said, though, I think this is the current stage of where I'm at. I might bring Mr. Eye in the Sky back in here to record some more, and I may do a time lapse separate. I'm still torn on that one. I don't know if I will or if I will not, you know, because it's just, it's killing me in frame rate over here. But this is where we're at, so let's continue to move forward. Let me get all this drained and get this monument knocked out of here and then see where we're at. Well, the monument's been knocked out of the way now, and I've done quite a bit of testing. As you can see, I've already started playing around with some ideas, and you can already see the end results of it. It turns out the Guardians do not need actual water to spawn in. They just need a prismarine block to be able to safely spawn in, which is very, very interesting. Like, here, let me try to demonstrate this here for you. I've marked out the spawning spots, and if I just place down prismarine in these spots here and I move away, we should, theory, maybe start getting spawns. It may not, because I've currently got those platforms up there going, yep, right there, see, look. They don't even need water to spawn in. It's insane. It's crazy. And hold on, this could get bad fast. Yeah, let's knock all these back out. I do not want to be dealing with guardians. I have died too many times earlier. I keep having to run to the blaze farm. Yeah, it's not fun at all. Look. Don't even need water. That has to be such a broke mechanic. Alright, you know what? I'm just going to kind of ignore you off for the minute and show you what I have done. Alright, so if I just come down one of these little drop holes here, this is the end result of what I'm kind of aiming for at the moment. You know, I dug this down to level 20 underneath after I figured out all that and doing a lot of testing. No, go away, busy. And pretty much at level 60, I've got prismarine up there with some a sea lantern underneath to prevent any other mobs from spawning there. And I literally just have them coming down here and splatting to their death. And as you can see, I've got 3 modules built already, and it works really, really good. Thanks for demonstrating, buddy. But yeah, it works amazingly good, and that's with only 3 modules in. So I've been working on prepping the area, and you go away, go, don't. Oh my God, can I shoot you, please? No, no. All right, and yep, yep. Anyways, moving on from that, you just leave me alone right now. So what I'm going to do is I want to get all these modules in place like this, and in the long run, what I want to end up doing is I want to come and wire all this up. I'm probably going to dig down even more to put a sorter to catch all the items, you know, the prismarine shards, the crystals, the fish, and everything like that. And I want to set up more or less, probably about like right here, a system with a dispenser on each of these modules. I want to run redstone to it all, and on the back side, do I have obsidian on me? Yes, I do. I want to take more or less and just build, well, that's obviously in the wrong spot. It'd have to be down so that it's even with the ground. I want to build portals behind each of these, okay? The whole point behind that is I could come down here and I could AFK just to collect drops, which will work good. Now I want to, as I said, put the dispensers down with water buckets in them, and I want to have a system that I can turn on for maybe 5 minutes at most. And with that system on, it'll dispense the water, open up the portal so mobs can be pushed into the nether so that I can go manually kill them there for the experience. Now it's going to be interesting to work out all the redstone to get it to work right, but I do not want an incident that I had happen previously where in episode 3 I just filled the mob cap up so bad that it crashed the realm and just made it unplayable. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do next if I can ever kill this smack you with fish. Alright, go, die. Yeah, that's what I want to do. There's 25 spawn spots available, and actually I got tons upon tons of sand from ripping all this back down, so I'm going to go smelt up some glass and get all these in place and see where we stand from there. So give me, I'm going to say just a minute, but it's actually going to probably be like 3 or 4 hours at least, because I'm done 4 days in on this project as it is. But give me a little bit of time and we'll be right back when I have all these in place. You know, I said 3 to 4 hours, and I kind of knew that was going to be a joke, honestly. It's been a whole other day. We've got all the all the modules in, though. We got all 25 of them in. And as you can see, just by me standing here looking around, guardians are constantly falling to their death. Everywhere I look, there's dead guardians. But I've spent a lot of time on this. As you can see, we took out the floor to the monument that was left up there. And we've got all 25 modules in, and we've got all of them tied together into a hopper array. We'll go right down here in just a minute. But one of the reasons we've advanced to another day on this project is if I come up here, as I got these modules in, it started working. I mean, it works amazingly well. I am really happy with it. But started lighting up the ocean floor. I went back to base, used the ickle farm, pretty much burned through every bit of bones that I've got. Like, I think I've got like half a stack left at base. I mean, just burned through every bit of them. But it's working good. It's working good. Still got to do a lot more. You know, the ideal that I said that I was going to attempt to, yeah, I was insane, attempting to clear all this in one day. One day. One day. One episode. Yeah, as I said, I'm done 5 days in and nowhere near done. But it's been good progress, and this thing works really good. Now, if we jump down here, I'll show you what has been done down here. Now, just keep in mind, none of this is complete. This is probably going to take a couple more episodes. I don't know if I'll do another back-to-back on this, because I've spent pretty much all week, any time that I could play, working on this. But if we come down here, I've got a basic little layout going on. Now, you got to bear in mind that this is all work in progress still. Hello, string. But what we've got in, all the guardians are still coming down. They're flopping to their death, and as they're flopping to their death, all the hoppers above connect everything and bring all the drops down here. Now back here in the back, yeah, got it running in. It's a hopper nightmare, but honestly I don't care. I mean, it's going to do what I need it to do. got three basic item filters here, and it's filtering out the three different items. We've got over here, as you can see, fish. And as you can see, it's been really going. We got the fish set up on that module. Over here, we've got all crystals. Not a lot of them at the moment. Well, actually, there should be. If I can reach up here, yeah, the host system is backed up. I had misplaced a hopper. So yeah, like every hopper in this place is full right now. That's why I'm having a little bit of FPS issue with my frames right now. But we got the shards going there, and then no, shards there, crystals there. And it's working good. I still got a long ways to go with this. I'm still not pleased with this, but as I said before, working on anything aesthetically takes me a lot of time. But a couple of ideals. I was really struggling here, and I talked to a few people to get some ideals because, it doesn't hurt to have ideals. And I'm going to do different things like this in each of the corners. Now, this one is kind of representative of the new icebergs, so we've kind of got the peaks of one poking down in here, and I really like it. We got sand, we got some seagrass in there, we got some endstone mixed with sandstone. I mean, it really looks good. It really looks good. We got some pickles in there to keep it lit up, and it really looks nice. Now I want to take each of these corners, like maybe over here. You know how with the new Aquatica update, you now have ravines with magma in them, magma and obsidian. I think I want to put one of those there, maybe over here in this corner, do a little bit of a shipwreck, and in the last one, I know I'm forgetting something and I can't think of what it is. Oh my god, I can't think of what it is. Was there four things? We got the icebergs, we got the shipwreck, ravine. I can't think of it. Oh, the new drowned structures, the underwater ruins. Yeah, maybe put one of those in there. So each of these has their own little thing. But I like it. It's got a long ways to go, but I'm really, really starting to like it. Now, as you can see, we've dug this down all the way to level 8. I mean, there's not much further down we can go. This thing is crazy. Now, as far as drops go on this thing, the initial drops after I got the modules in, this thing produced around 9,000 drops per hour. And that's including fish with the shards. Now, after some tweaking, lighting up the oceans, and just, well, tweaking really ain't the word for it, it's mainly just lighting up the oceans and caving, it's now up to 13,000, I think that's right, 13,000 drops per hour. That's just purely on a prismarine aspect, okay? If you include the fish, it's up to around 16,000 per hour. And I mean, it's really nice, but as you can see, yeah, the host system's still backed up. So, got to get that sorted out. I think I'm probably going to continue on with this here very soon, because I really want to get this area situated out, and then I want to start clearing out the ocean areas over there to get the iron farms in, and who knows what else. But I really like it, and this is crazy. I'm really shocked that the Guardians do not actually need water to spawn in. And this thing, it's working good. But that being said, I think that's just about where we're going to end today's episode. So if you enjoyed it, make sure to drop a like. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe, and we will catch you next time. Goodbye!